I came to America when I was 16 years old, barely speak any English, from a very modest background. For years, I was trapped in a 12-hour workdays, missing my kids' bedtime, exhausted and broke. In desperation, I made a switch that changed everything. After years in trial and error, I developed a proprietary trading strategy that allowed me to make anywhere from $1,000 all the way up to $15,000 a day in just 2 hours of work each morning. Now, I help thousands of people take control of their financial freedom while actually spend more time with their families. In this video, I'm going to give you 9 years of my trading knowledge so that you can learn from all of the mistakes that I made to avoid them, to achieve your financial freedom in 1 to 2 years and not 9. So if you stay focused for the entire video, I promise this will take years off of your learning curve and show you exactly how to build your own income generating skill from trading. Let's get started. Lesson number 1, trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme. When I started trading in 2016, I believed I would make a boatload of money overnight. I was sucked into the fantasy, the cars, the watches, the lifestyle. And within weeks, I remember I blew up my account. But I didn't stop there. Here's how my trading educations went down. I went to a trading seminar about options and it was free. Robert from Shark Tank was there to promote it. Then I signed up for a 3-day training course. I remember I paid $1,000 for this. During that 3-day course, they upsold me into a 7-day trading options, and it was in Utah. I have to fly there. And I remember paying $8,000 for this. I remember all of the excitement turned into disappointment after the fact. And I thought at one moment I was being scammed into buying educations that didn't really work. Before I knew it, I was out a total of $23,000 chasing shortcuts or educations that didn't really teach me anything. The truth is, trading takes time to learn, to be a master at this. And you can learn it quickly, but you have to find the right mentor to do this. Here's what I would do if I were you. I would keep your job and treat trading as supplemental income first. See, I was working full-time while learning at this. And it wasn't until COVID that everything shifted for me. During the crash, the market was so predictable, and that's when my consistency finally took off. I remember this. During the tank, I would go and short the market every single day and make so much money. But then when the market recovered, it was the quickest recovery of our lifetime. When the market shot up 120%, in just a 9-month period. Here's the reality. Trading is a skill. I broke through during COVID, and like any skill, it took time to master. Here's the timeline I would recommend for anyone when they think about how much time it takes. 6 to 9 months to find consistency in a sim or paper money trading account. 9 to 12 months to be consistent with small life capital. Year 2. Possibly you can replace your job. You want to scale slowly at this. I didn't retire my entire family in year 1. I was still learning a skill during the first year. It came after building this real skill. Lesson number 2. Most traders fail because of greed. I've seen this happen with 90% of my students that I coach. They would make money live with me in the morning, then they would blow it all up at night trading alone. The itch to just do one more trade never ends until they blow up. When you win, that good feeling physically, emotionally, and financially, and as a human being, we want to taste it again. Making money isn't the hard part. Keeping it is the hardest part. And here's what has helped me. I used to call my broker, and I used to ask them to lock me out after 10 o'clock. That was my stop time, and over time, I rewire my brain to feel proud for not trading after I hit my goal. You should try it for yourself. Discipline is the difference between those who grow and those who stay stuck. Lesson number 3. There's no holy grail indicator. I bought every green buy, red sell indicators out there. Trust me, I learned about the MACD, the RSI, the VWAP, and you name it. And for a few days it would work. Then the market would shift and suddenly I was back to guessing. And that's when I realized indicators lag. By the time they give you a signal, the market has already moved. And guess who built most of those indicators? Institutions. They create tools that lure the retail traders into traps. The breakthrough came in when I stripped my entire chart bare and started reading pure price actions. I stopped hunting signals and I started understanding context. No magic formula, just skill. Lesson number 4. Be aware of these emotional manipulations. Say if someone flashes a Lambo and say, just give me $10,000 and I'll trade for you. Run. I almost fell for the same scam just like that. They would show me a fake P&L sheet, promise a guaranteed returns, and said that they would move the market like hedge funds. But when I asked to withdraw, they said, deposit more money in order for us to release your fund. Some of my students wire hundreds of thousands of dollars and never saw their money again. I actually recently talked to a trader who put $200,000 into Funding Dynamics and saw his account grew to $600,000. But the only problem? He can't access the funds until he wire more money into it. Lily is another student of mine who got scammed for over $600,000 before joining my course. These scammers are good. They would show you fake P&L, but then you believe they're real, and they would show you success rate that don't exist. The lesson here is this: if it plays on your emotions, walk away. Real traders don't sell you dreams. They show you process. Lesson number 5, the real-time commitment. People think trading is an hour a day. What they don't see is years of grinding behind that 1 hour. So when I was still working as a chemical engineer, for example, I would come home and I would chart from 6 to 10 o'clock every night. I logged hundreds of hours testing strategy. Most fail. I missed birthdays, I skipped dinners, sacrificed comfort, but that's what mastery requires. Today, I trade for an hour a day because I put the years all up front. Don't believe in these shortcuts. There aren't any. You can fasten the learning curve, but you got to have the right mentor. Lesson number 6, escape the 9-to-5 mindset. See, new traders want to make $500 a day every day, but that's not how it works. Everyone has a number they want to hit, but trading isn't a salary, it's a business. Some days you make $1,000, some days you make $50, some days you take a small loss, but over time it averages out. Imagine running a restaurant, for example. Some nights it's packed, some nights it's dead, and that's normal. Same with trading. The moment I realized trading helps me escape the 9-to-5, why is the mind still wired to think I must make a fixed amount every day? Just like a 9-to-5 worker. You're not an employee anymore, Vu. You're a business owner now. Think long term. In weeks, in quarters, in years, not days. Here's the reality. One bad day isn't gonna be bad. One day when you sit out of the entire market, it's okay. In fact, sometimes the best trade is to no trade at all. On average, I sit out 2 to 3 days a month, not putting any trades in. It doesn't hurt my account balance. I take what market gives and it's totally okay. Lesson number 7, journal your trades. This one changed everything for me. I used to make trading decisions based on how I felt. Good day, I would trade more. Bad day, I would chase it to recover. It was a roller coaster. Then I started journaling. I tracked every number of trades, every entry, every exit, reasons, emotions, and even P&L. And that's when I saw patterns. I saw Mondays on my worst days. I saw Fridays as my most conservative days. And I saw which setup that works best. I saw when I was most disciplined. Journaling removes the emotion and brings clarity to my trading. And clarity brings consistency. Lesson number 8. Protect your capital first. Your first job as a trader is not to make money. It's not to lose money. I use a 2% rule, for example. I never risk more than 2% of my account on a single trade. If you have a $10,000 account, that means $200 max per trade. Why? Because losses compound. Say if you lose 70% of your trading account and you need to gain 233% just to break even. I've had students who lose $50,000 in a day. That kind of loss takes years to recover, mentally and financially. Capital preservation is what lets you stay in the game long enough to win. Risk management is key. Lesson number 9. Consistency is the only goal. During COVID, I was making $10,000 a day. I almost quit my job. I even had the resignation letter ready to go. But then the market shifted. Vaccines came out. The crash reversed. My strategy stopped working. I give back a little bit that I made, and that's when I realized one hot streak doesn't make you a trader. Can you make money for a year straight? Can you adapt when the market changes next year? True consistency is real. It's the only thing that lasts. Lesson number 10. Paper money doesn't prepare you for real money. I used to double my accounts. I used to nail all of my trades. But then I went live and froze. With real money on the line, everything changes. You overthink, you hesitate, and you chase. That's why I recommend this. Take 10% of your capital and trade like it's all you have. Build the confidence, then scale up. Trading in sim is completely different than trading with your hard-earned money. Live account is when your emotion is at. Lesson number 11. You don't need to trade every single day. Some of my best days are zero trade days. If there's no edge, there's no setup, I walk away. The market will be there tomorrow. Trading it daily just to prove that you're a trader is a trap. Real traders know patience is a position. No trades is the best trade at times. Lesson number 12. The market doesn't care about what you think. You're not getting stopped out because the market is against you. You're getting stopped out because your read or your analysis was off. This isn't personal. It's not even about being unlucky. It's about putting in the reps, reading price action, gaining experience, and that's how you stop taking things personally and start trading like a pro. Remember this, zero emotional attachment. Lesson number 13, don't trade alone. Weekend seminars don't work. Short courses don't work. I flew to multiple states. From $500 to $1,000 seminars all the time, I thought I found the holy grail. Weeks later, I was lost again. You know what worked? Community, mentorship, accountability, trading with people who were better than me. Don't do this alone. You need feedback. You need coaching. You need reps. Lesson number 14. You don't need your own money. Here's the truth. It doesn't take money to make money. It takes skill. I personally gifted $50,000 to a $150,000 funded account to my disciplined students. For example, Zora turned $0 to $4,400 in a week. Nick, a 19-year-old, skipped semesters of college and now make $20,000 in a week. If you got the skill, the capital is out there. Funded firms exist for these exact reasons. Don't let lack of capital stop you. Lesson number 15. Prepare for losing streaks. Even the best traders have bad weeks, bad months, bad days. The worst thing you can do is try to make it back immediately. When I hit a drawdown, I take a break. I reset. I book a family trip. I recharge. Because you don't need more trades. You need more clarity. Lesson number 16. Institutions versus retail. You don't need to catch the top to the bottom or from the bottom to the top. That's a retail fantasy. My rule of thumb, capture the middle or 30% of institutional moves. That's where the cleanest money is. Say if a move goes from 0 to 100, your job is not make $100 on that move. Your job is to make $30 of the move. Why? Because institutions move the market. They shake out weak hands. Once that's done, then the move happens. Wait for it. Follow it. Don't predict what's gonna happen. That's how you win. And you don't need to follow 100% into perfection. You just need to follow 30% of their entire move to make your money. Let me ask you a question. What would you do if I handed you $4,000 a day? Every day, starting tomorrow. Most people think they'll be fine. But the truth is, sudden wealth without discipline is dangerous. I've seen students make their first $10,000 a month and lose it all. Why? Because they never learn how to keep money, only how to chase it. The skills that get you paid are not the same as the ones that help you preserve wealth. And that's the same reason lottery winners go broke. If you don't manage your money, your emotions will manage it for you. And that's why part of being a successful trader is learn how to handle success, not just failure. You're not just trading for income here. You're building a new relationship with money. And that takes as much emotional work as technical skill. Here's a bonus section, building your trading business. If you're serious about trading, then you need to start thinking like a business owner, not a hobbyist. Every successful business has one thing in common, system. Trading is no different. You need a daily process, a routine, a way to track performance, spot weakness, and improve your edge. That's why we help students build Inside Exit for Profit. You wouldn't expect a coffee shop to survive without inventory tracking, customer support, and financial planning, right? Why would you expect your trading to work without structure? Stop thinking like a trader. Start thinking like a CEO of your own trading business. Now that you've seen the truth behind what it really takes to succeed in trading, what are you going to do with it? If you're ready to commit to your growth, to finally break free from the emotional roller coaster and to trade with a proven system and daily guidance, then click the link in the description and join us inside Exit for Profit family. We've helped hundreds of students to go from confused and overwhelmed to funded and confident. Some of them started with zero background in trading. Some failed for years. All of them chose to stop doing this alone, and they're thriving because of what we do. So if you're serious, let's do this together. Click the link, join the team, and let's build your trading future the right way.